Hey guys, welcome back to the Mets franchise. In this episode, we're going to try to replace Corbin Burnes. If you missed it, head fracture has him out for the whole season. So just terrible, terrible news. Really quickly before I begin, just want to thank everyone for the support on this channel. Views have been awesome. The comments, awesome. I love the engagement. It hypes me up to keep making more videos. So if you got anything to say, feel free to drop in the comments below. I'll definitely respond to it. Special shout out to Bronx Bomber 1983. Don't do it to yourself 800. Matt Leslie. Chris McSwole, and anyone else who's commented, no Yorican 718, and No Limit J, my guy. Thank you guys so much for commenting and engaging on this series. It really does hype me up to keep pumping out these videos for you. I love making them. I love engaging with you guys, seeing what you guys think about the series. So thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I was just chilling on waivers, and I saw Clark Schmidt was on there, so I was like, you know what? Let's throw a claim on him. He's not terrible. I guess the Yankees ran out of options for him. They got too many pitchers on the staff. We need one. So we said, screw it. We're going to claim Clark Schmidt. The free agency, the only guy out there that was MLB level was Clayton Kershaw, and he was like 75 rated at this point and going down fast. Almost 40 years old in this save. Might have been 40. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, home opener time, Urias on the mound against Brandon Woodruff and the defending champion Arizona Diamondbacks. So we got them at our home opener. Urias did not have a good start to the season. I mean, as his ERA is in the 7s already, but it's very early. In the second, in some trouble, gets a strikeout and then a ground ball to third to end the second. He's going to be in a little bit more trouble in the third. Got a runner on, 2 outs for Nico Horner, and that's going to be up the middle, but a beautiful diving stop by Francisco Lindor is going to end the inning. Nice defensive highlight for a change. We don't get many of those in these episodes. We're still on the mound in the 5th. Runner on, but a couple strikeouts here. Christian Walker looking top of the zone. Seiya Suzuki again swinging on the nice changeup outside. We're going all the way into the 7th. Urias still on the mound. No runs scored so far. It's going to be an 0-2 to Jake McCarthy. Strikes him out swinging. Beautiful home opener for Julio Urias. 7 strong innings, 5 hits, no earned, as that'll be the end of his night. You see there, we only have 1 hit in this game after 7. Anyway, in the 8th, it's Dylan Coleman on the mound, one of our new guys in the bullpen, and that's Nico Horner going to rip one all the way to the right field wall. It's a double, 1 out. A couple batters later, we get a second out, but then Corbin Carroll is going to rip one. Oh, beautiful play by Pete Alonso. That's 2 defensive highlights in this episode. That's 2 more, I think, than we got all last season. So good to see the defense going off there. In the 9th, it's Edwin Diaz just to keep this game tied. Get a strikeout, get another strikeout. Let's say Suzuki again, having a rough day. Gabby Moreno, he's going to fly to right. It's going to end the 9th. We're going all the way into extras. Not one offensive thing to show. We didn't even muster a rally all game. In the 9th, we finally got a guy on for Luis Robert. It's a ground ball. It's a beautiful play by Nico Horner. For some reason, decides to go to second, but they still get the out. So we're going to extras. They would get their guy over to third, and look at this. Suicide squeeze. Runner was going. The bunt was on, and it works. The bunt even was successful. Jake McCarthy's on. The dugout's hyped that they had to pull that one off. Defending champs need a bunt just to get a run. But hey, strategy. Not complaining. I'd complain if it was an online game, but hey, strategy. In the 10th, Jonathan India leads off. He gets the runner over to third, so we got the tying runner 90 feet away. Francisco Lindor's up, and he's going to hit one hard, but right to Bo Bichette, and the infield was in there, so no run's going to score. Last chance is Jorge Soler, and that's just a beautifully placed pitch. Nothing you could do with that. High in the zone and high and in. That's the unhittable pitch in this game mostly. Soler strikes out, and we lose the home opener to Arizona. So we jump ahead later in the month. We're at 16-8 at this point, so we're off to a nice little start. The Phillies 11-13. They're starting to struggle a little bit, be a little mediocre. We'll see how that season plays out for them. Much better last year, though, at this time. Anthony Descalfani on the mound. New signing this year. We decided to go with him instead of Dylan Cease. Saves a little bit of money. He's off to not a great start, 6 ERA. Neither is Brad Keller for the Phillies, though, so it might be interesting. In the first, we got 1-on-1 out for Pete Alonso, and there we go. Finally, some offense in this one. It's going to be his 9th home run. You can see at the scoreboard right there. He's hitting .312 with 8 home runs. That's going to be his 9th home run of the season already. Still got a week left in April at this point, I think, or at least a couple days. I forgot, to be honest. But that's his 9th home run of the season, so hopefully a big year for Pete Alonso upcoming. In the second, though, it's Brent Rooker. He's going to rip one to left. That one's going to one hop off the wall because Julks is going to dive. And, hey, at least he tried out there. He gets a start today and can't come up with that catch. It's 2-1. 2 outs now for Miguel Amaya. It's base hit up the middle. It's tie game just like that. So we did not have that lead long at all. Rounding second and safe at second is Amaya with a 2-out game-tying double. Next batter, Trey Turner, strikes him out, swinging. So finally out of the second, but game tied. In the third, we have first and third, 2 outs for Lindor. Lindor hits one up the middle, hits the pitcher's mound, goes way up in the air. Trey Turner makes the play, but the throw to first is not in time. Crazy bounce there. We take the lead right back. In the fourth, again, that lead would not last long because a base hit up the middle from who else but Miguel Amaya again ties this game at 3 now. Still in the fourth, Trey Turner up, 2 out, 2 on. He's going to ground to short, though, finally get out of this out of this inning, rather. Tied at 3. In the fourth, Kyle Tucker, he's going to hit one up the middle. Dive by the center fielder was not even close. What was Brandon Marsh doing right there? I don't know what he was doing with 2 outs. Just keep the ball in front. But he dives. It goes all the way to the wall. Kyle Tucker's in the third with the stand-up triple, and we take the lead right back, 4-3. Next batter, Pete Alonso trying to add to it. Flies to shallow, deep-ish, right, left, whatever it is. Medium left for the out. We jump ahead to the sixth. Descalfani's out. It's Ron Marinaccio, and yeah, picking up right where he left off last year, giving up absolute bombs. As he's not been good. Surprisingly, his stats are good, but you know his overall stats and stuff. Man, that was crushed. Phillies take the lead back, 5-4, and that wouldn't end there. In the seventh, it's Stephen O'Kurt. We need him to have a better year than last year. It's not off to a good start. It's an RBI base hit for Rhys Hoskins, make it 6-4. In the eighth, it's Loaizaga. The bullpen's just getting killed today. That's a 3-run shot for Brandon Marsh. Makes up for that stupid dive attempt with a 3-run shot. It's 9 force games out of hand now. Just like that, game goes out of hand. Bullpen collapsed in this one. Bullpen's usually pretty good, especially when we actually play. I feel like it's pretty good, but no, not today. Brandon Marsh wasn't done there. He rips another one. Almost hit his second 3-run shot of the game, but this one's off the wall. One run's going to score. For some reason, they're going to send the other one. I guess why not? They already got a bunch of runs. Miguel Amaya is thrown out at the plate. 13-4 would be how this one would end, as Ryan O'Hearn pinch hitting just to pinch hit, and he's going to be the last out of this one. 13-4, close game, got way out of hand after our bullpen came in. So, and not great, not even a great start from Descalfani, but at least he kept us in it. Anyway, so we lost the first 2 games of this episode. We're going to jump ahead now. We're in May at this point. I think the first week in it. Going in Boston. We haven't been in Boston in this franchise yet. Emmett Sheehan went from the Dodgers to Boston in this one. He's 3-0 with a 3.07 ERA, so he's off to a solid start of the season, 7 starts in. So is David Peterson. Not notorious for doing good with us when we sim, but he's off to a very good start. 4-1, 2.36 ERA. Had to show this one because look who's leading off for the Red Sox and batting .367. You can see in the right-hand side. Luis Guillorme. He's balling with Boston, so maybe that was a good trade for them. In the third, Kyle Tucker. He's going to rip one, smoke one, way over the right fielder's head, but it's going to bounce over that short wall. We'll probably get robbed of a run there. Next batter, Pete Alonso. He walks, so it's bases loaded, 2 out in the third for Alvarez. Alvarez 1-2 count. He's going to fly, lazy fly ball. Canacorn out there in center for the center fielder. So I think it's Manuel Margot. He might be out. I know he's playing on this team. I think that was him in center. Anyway, we jump to the fifth. Couple quick sim innings. It's 1-1 at this point. Still tied, though. Pete Alonso, it's one deep to center field. That one's going back. Center fielder's not going to catch it. Is it going to stay on the right side of that line? It is. It's gone. Home run for Pete Alonso. Another one for him. Let's see where he's at this point. He was at 9 the last one, and that's 10. So we sim ahead. He was balling to start the season. We sim ahead a couple weeks, and he hasn't hit a home run since. That's his game for you. And it's baseball, too. You know, sometimes you go to cold streaks. That would be the end of David Peterson's night. So 6 innings, 1 earned run. Great start for him. So his good start to the season continues. In the 8th, this is Boston's next rally all the way in the 8th. It is Luis Guillorme hitting one down the third base line. Sets up first and third one out for Manuel Margot. Our new signing, Scott Barlow's going to strike him out, though. First time he gets some video action in this series. Next batter, Devers. He goes down swinging. Beautiful slider. Good job from Barlow to get out of that and set it up for Edwin Diaz. In the ninth, it's a rocking chair save as it's 1-2-3 easy. Another former Met in this one, Michael Conforto. Strikes out looking fastball top of the zone. So good win. So finally a win in this episode. Let's look at Luis Guillorme's stats because I was interested after seeing him hit 364. He has played all season at 364 with 7 home runs from Luis Guillorme. What? He already breaks his career high that he had last year in 105 games. So, hey, you know, whatever works. I'm sure Boston likes that trade now. So the trade looks good. And we like it. We got a better reliever, which we needed. And we already traded for Jonathan India, so there was no point to keep him. Good for Guillorme. I'm glad to see him thriving out there in Boston. Let's see how our guys are doing, though, and not worry about Guillorme. We got Brand Nimmo batting .250 with 4 home runs in the leadoff spot. Kyle Tucker's off to a nice start, .273, 8 homers, 19 ribbies. Pretty solid from Kyle Tucker. Pete Alonso, he was off to a hot start, cooled down a bunch, but he still got .266, 10 homers, 32 RBIs. So not bad. Francisco Alvarez always starts off slow, it seems. 193. He's got 7 homers, though. I think I'm going to have to move him down, though. 193 for your 4th hitter, not great. Luis Robert, another slow start average-wise. 6 home runs, 19 ribbies. We need him to pick it up. Getting a little annoyed with him. Jonathan India's not off to the greatest start. 248, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. I'm not expecting a lot of home runs, but the average I'm expecting to be better for sure. Francisco Lindor's off to a really good start. 282, and he's got 11 homers already. So he's showing some pop this season, early on at least. Leads our team with 11 home runs, more than Pete Alonso. So good to see. Nice little surprise from Francisco Lindor. Jorge Soler, only 2 homers from our DH. Not what you want. 265, though, is solid. But hey, 2 homers. Soler needs to pick that up as well. And Brett Beatty's having a nice bounce-back season, hitting 279 to start it off. So we'll see. Clark Schmidt off to a really good start after we claimed him. 2.84 over a month of games or so. Very solid from Clark Schmidt. Hopefully he can keep that up. You never know with him. But, you know, for now, it's good. Not going to complain. He's only the ace, by the way, because obviously we put him in Corbin Burns' spot. He's not our ace. Anyway, for anyone wondering. Julio Urias, 3.46, 5-1. Hey, that's solid. I'm not going to complain. Only 32 Ks in 52 innings. What's up with that? The strikeouts in this game, though, I think are a little off when you sim. Anyway, Senga, 3.47. Pretty much the same as Urias. Not bad. David Peterson, we just saw. He's off to a great start. He's got the ERA down to 2.25 now. Very, very good stuff. He's in his walk year, too, David Peterson. So it just seems like the walk year, the guys do good, but then they trap you into signing these contracts. So we'll see what we do with him. It's way too early. And Descalfani, despite his 4.30 ERA, he's got it down. He's 5-0, so he's doing okay. Our bullpen, you know, it's early, so don't go too crazy about these ERAs, but they are pretty high. Bickford in the 8s. McGill's in the 7s, 32 innings pitched. Marinaccio at 5.93. He just can't seem to keep his down at all. Jonathan Loizaga, 7.88. Oof, yikes. I mean, only, like I said, innings are going to be low for now, but it's not the start you want. Okurt's actually doing very solid. Sub-1 ERA in 15.1 innings. The only earned run he gave up was the one we showed against the Phillies, so that's good. Dylan Coleman hasn't given up an earned run yet as a Met. Only in 5 innings. I don't know why. You know, I don't know if the sim, man, I'm telling you, sometimes it does some crazy things. He's only pitched him 5 innings so far, but hey, it's okay. It's early. Hopefully he gets some more. Scott Barlow hasn't given up a run yet as a Met. 8.2 shutout innings for him with 14 Ks. Off to a very, very nice start. And our guy, Edwin Diaz, is off to a fast start like usual. 15.1 innings, 1.76 ERA. We usually don't have to worry about him, so he should be fine. On to the standings we go. We are 1.5 games out of the Marlins, and the Braves are way behind, 7 out. What's going on with them? Not sure if they lost a lot of guys or what, but over a month in, and they're already 7 games out, so they're struggling. Same thing with the Phillies, too. They were in it last year, and they're struggling. I know it's early, but man, to be 7 games out at this point, 8.5, that's kind of crazy. And the Marlins off to a strong start again. Remember, they were off to a strong start last year as well, and they eventually died down. I don't think they even made the playoffs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't. So anyway, yeah, that's the episode today. Hope you guys enjoyed the move I made for Clark Schmidt. Just kind of made sense. I was going to stick with McGill. I really was. Someone had said that in the comments yesterday, and I agreed for sure. But because I wasn't going to sign Kershaw, free agent just made no sense. But I just saw Clark Schmidt chilling there on waivers. I haven't claimed anyone on waivers this whole series, so I was like, you know what? Let's try it. Let's do it and see what happens. I'm feeling better about it now that he's got a 2.84 ERA and McGill's struggling. So we'll see how the season plays out, though, super early. In the next episode, we'll finish off another month, and we'll go from there. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Thanks.